Longboarding Mom. Today I am making pumpkin puree. These are pie pumpkins, and normally I just buy regular pumpkins and I hollow them out, cut them in half, hollow them out, and then bake them in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes until they get soft. And then you can peel the peel right off, and you let them cool for a little bit and then peel the peel right off. I have no feeling in my fingers, so I do it kind of right away. And then you drop it in a blender or a food processor and you make puree, and eventually you make pie or pumpkin muffins or pumpkin bread. You can do all kinds of things with these. What I like about these ones, you can put them, just drop them whole into your Instant Pot and do them that way. But I kind of don't like them that way. I do if you need it really super fast and stuff, because, baking in the oven for 45 minutes, it heats up your house. So if it's hot outside and you don't want to heat up your house, yes, use your Instant Pot. But I like roasting them because it gives it a different flavor. So I'm going to show you guys how to cut a pumpkin in half and put it in the oven and puree it to make pumpkin pies. I'm going to make a pie later. It's probably tomorrow. I'll show you guys how to do that as well from my pumpkin puree, because I am having turkey on Wednesday. Today's Monday. I made monkey butter, and I'm just trying to keep myself busy because I got to keep my mind busy. I've got sad things going on right now. So if you can, just give me some prayers and stuff. I'm missing my grandbaby and my daughter a lot. That's all I'm going to say. But cooking and stuff is fun. I like to do it for friends and family, and I've got a friend coming over on Wednesday, so I'm excited to make a whole turkey and all of the fixings and a real pie. I'm going to make a cheese ball or a log for crackers and all, just everything that I normally would do for Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. And I can't wait. So I'm going to show you guys first how to puree pumpkins. It's not that hard, really, but it is fun. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I've washed my pumpkins. I'm putting loud foil onto my cookie sheets. And then I'm going to spray them with oil lightly so it doesn't stick to them. I like to put foil on my cookie sheets to save them from getting anything yucky on them, because I like to bake my cookies on these. I have one question for you all. When you put your foil down, do you pull it out and put it down as it lays, or do you pull it out and flip it over? What side does the food go on? Does it go on the shiny side, or does the food go on the not so shiny side? Or when you're cooking and you cover your pan, what side do you cover it with? The shiny side or the not so shiny side? I don't know. So I usually pull it out and lay it as it lays. We are going to put the shiny side up. Give it a quick spray. And so I've got a sharp knife, and I'm just going to kind of slice into it. Oh, it's not as sharp as I thought it was. So we're going to pull it out and grab a different knife. I'll be right back so I don't hurt myself. Let's try this one. Oops, I didn't quite cut it right in half, did I? And this is sliding around. Okay, to stop your cutting boards from sliding around, grab a pot holder, put that on top. Well, that should stop it. Now, let's find out where I cut that. And we'll slice another. I'm dangerous with a knife, you guys. I just want to cut it right in half. And I missed it. Look at that. Hot. See the insides? You can save those seeds and put them in a bowl, and you can cook seeds, pepitas. People call those pepitas. I just want to get this cleaned out. This will probably make, gosh, 4 pies. 4 pies. I can make pumpkin logs. You don't have to get it all out, because when you make the puree and stuff before, you can get the rest of that out. I just gotta stick it right there. So messy. My son, I don't know if he doesn't mind doing it now, but he hated gutting the pumpkins. He hated the texture, the feeling. There's some people that don't like to stick their hands in that stuff. Sometimes it's really super slimy. I had a different, this is an ice cream scooper. I had one that had little edges on it, and that one, I don't know where it's at. And that one cleans out pumpkins so good. This one's not bad. It's not doing bad. So that's how you do the pumpkin, and then you stick it in the oven for 45 minutes. So we will finish this other pumpkin. You guys don't want to watch me almost cut myself, so I'm going to do this one off camera, and then we'll put it in the oven. We'll come back in a little bit. I'll show you what it looks like while I'm baking it. Ooh, steam. Okay, it has been 30 minutes. Not soft enough. So we will put them in for another 15 minutes. 45 minutes. And see the juices? And I can push into it. It's done. We're going to take them out, let them cool for a little bit, and that skin will peel right off. But I'm going to save that juice too. I like to pour it into the blender as I'm blending it up. Just peeling right off. Still a little warm. You see that? I've let it cool for probably like 20 minutes. You can use a spoon edge. Let's see. Try not to get, you get a little bit of the pumpkin on it. Just go ahead and drop that in your blender or your food processor. But basically, it peels right off. Kind of like roasting an acorn squash. You roast your acorn squash for a good like 35 minutes, and then you flip it over. You flip it over. See all that good brown stuff? And then you add your I'm just going to drop that in there. You add brown sugar and butter and all kinds of good stuff to that. Let's see if I can peel. I like it when it just peels off. So easy. So I took my apron and I had found some Dollar Tree patches a long time ago and I didn't know what I was going to use them for. I think I was going to put them on my pants at work because they're black and give them a little bit of something. And I never did. And this apron that I bought, I really thought was cute, but it's really plain on top. So I put my whatever patch, my unicorn. I love unicorns because I use stamps at work on my receipts and stuff. And I've got unicorns. I've got flowers and coffee cups. I stamp those and then I write thank you and stuff on it. I think I might have to get some kitty cat stamps because I wear my kitty cat ears all the time. See? Okay. So this is one pumpkin and the juices kind of like went away. So if you need a little bit of juice or a little bit of liquid for this, I'm going to wash my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to start just kind of chopping this up. Puree. Let's put it on puree. And there's not a lot of liquid in there, so we are going to add just a little bit of water to that. And like I said, I normally like to add the juices from the pumpkin, but it really dried up. So we are going to use a little bit of water from our spring. Just going to add just a little bit here. And chop first. Forgot to cut it into chunks, you know? It works better. My blender's really old. So we are going to chop it down. yummy. Alright, so this is, I always do them in little batches and stuff and dump it into a bowl. Oh. Ah. And then you can mix it all together and freeze it. Oh, look at that. So I freeze it in, I like to make pies and I like to make pumpkin rolls with the cream cheese and all that good stuff. My mother-in-law gave me a really good recipe. And so I like to freeze it in the amount that I need for that. It's like 1.5 cups or something like that. Pies are 2 cups. So I freeze, let it cool down first, but I freeze it all in the amount that I need. So we're gonna add these to it. We're gonna peel those pumpkins and we're gonna just do this in batches. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. I will let it cool and then we'll bag it up and I will show you what it looks like. And then tomorrow we are going to turn this into a homemade pumpkin pie. My pumpkin puree has been cooled down. Look at that. I have labeled some bags. This one's pumpkin muffins. I've got a 1/3 cup because I'm going to use this one later anyway. So I'm just gonna measure this into 2 cups. You need 2 cups for muffins, you need 2 cups for pies, and then only 2/3 cups for the pumpkin rolls. That's why I pulled out this one. I don't know how much this is going to make. This was 2 pumpkin pie pumpkins. I'm going to keep that liquid all mixed in together. Okay. That looks funny, doesn't it? But you're going to actually take it and you're going to clean that out. You want it to seal right. And once you get it all cleaned out, you're going to start sealing it from one side. Not all the way because you want to get all that air out of it. And lay it flat. So when you freeze it in the freezer, it's flat and it will thaw so much faster when you need it. So that's my pumpkin muffins. And then for the pumpkin rolls, it's just 2/3 of a cup. And I think I'm going to have to make some more bags because there's a lot of pumpkin left in here. So this is going to be for the pumpkin rolls. And you only need 2 of these scoops. And that's it for that. Try to get all the air out so it doesn't get freezer burnt. Okay, so squeeze that up. And once I get it all packaged like that, I like to put it in a plastic bag and put it in the freezer so that it will all freeze flat like that. So I'm going to do one more bag up and probably save the rest for the pie. I don't need to bag it up because I know I'm going to use it tomorrow. So I'm going to bag this one up for my pie, and then I think I'm going to have enough for one more pie, it looks like. Yay! And maybe one more pumpkin roll. So that's what the puree looks like. And you can make baby food out of this. You can make baby food out of pretty much anything with your food processor and your blender. You just puree it up. You can put it in little ice cube trays to portion it out for 1 ounce servings for your baby. You can can it and then pull it out later if you got the little jars and stuff, because my baby was so picky. He didn't like my homemade food, but my other baby, she absolutely loved it. So you can do all kinds of stuff, frozen vegetables, fresh vegetables. You can add meats and stuff into it and give them all kinds of different proteins and vegetables and stuff and sneak things into it and they don't even know it. So that's my pumpkin out of 2 little pumpkin pies.